Some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Sooner Nation in Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium, as we see the number 7 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Sooners will kick it away to start us off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Right on the money. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
Like QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
Looking for room. It's Frazier. Breaks into the open. A huge play there as he has it inside the 20 at the 19. That was just an open alley for that back. I don't think he was touched once before the tackle.
So he wouldn't even been down in two-hand touch?
No. The Bulldogs just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. They're looking to pass from the red zone. He's got it. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
They are really clicking along. 1st and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line.
And this is the area of the field where it gets really, really tough. Because the red zone, you know you got to run the football more. Well, this defense is #1 in the nation against the run. So I look for this offense to be more physical, be creative, try to find ways to run the ball against this defense that is so dynamic.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Quick strike through the air for the score.
I think a lot of people probably expected to see that, right? They're playing on the road, and you know this is going to be a hostile environment, but they've got the better players, and we've seen that before. And there was no hesitation. The opening drive, they go right down the field, they score a touchdown, and they made a statement.
And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The give out of the gun. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. All right, guys, let's talk a little bit about Oklahoma. For some teams, the road into the top 25 can be a little more treacherous than for others. And once you get there, you've got to convince the rest of the country you deserve to stay.
And I think that's what's next for this squad. They've earned the right to get in the top 25. People are noticing what they're doing. Now, let's continue to build on it because they haven't proven they're a top 10 team, and they want to get to that point.
Yeah, let's stay hungry. Let's not be satisfied with the fact that we just broke into the top 25. Let's get in the top 20, top 15, top 10. Let's make the college football playoff. You don't want to get ahead of your skis here too early. It's a nice thing to be inside the top 25 now, but you want to continue to get better.
The Sooners come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Quarterback making checks. He lets one fly deep. Catch inside the 25. Touchdown Sooners! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. To the air, it's Stockton. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Got some room to run. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
And they come up with a huge pick 6, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. Here he comes. This is a gamble. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
Yeah, these are the ones that get your blood.
Turning it on! And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
They'll go to the ground. Runs through the tackle. At the foot. And another broken tackle. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one, Reese, that this team was going to try to use their speed and take advantage of it, and they did right there. Nice gain on the run play to the right.
Found plenty of running room in that defense. They've got to find a way to get there and make the tackle in the open field.
Yeah, and they got to do a good job with their eyes, finding the football, and they've got to get a lot of bodies to this guy because he is fast.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The Dogs moving quickly to the line. Give to the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
To throw, it's Stockton. Caught near the sticks, it's Brown. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Well, this defense looked pretty good last week. Of course, they had 2 sacks, and their coaching staff told us they really wanted to be able to build on that. Great news, they've already registered a sack here early in this game.
On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Makes the catch. He gets it in. Touchdown, Georgia.
And I like this offense. They didn't panic. A lot of times you see offenses panic and want to get back in it when they're down really quickly, and they forced the issue. They stayed patient. They stayed within themselves, and we're an extra point away from being a tied football game.
And he made the extra point without problem. So a drive there of 84 yards, and they close the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Making side adjustments here. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Working on the right. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. And this passing game has him calling Boomer and answering Sooner again.
And they're starting to get this crowd jacked up and this crowd riled up. And listen, they love their team. And, dude, think about all the success Oklahoma has had over the years. Different casts of characters. But one thing they always have, offensive success.
We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. Now the play fake. Caught in the backfield. It's Thomas. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. Motion from the wideout. Jet sweep, trying to get the edge. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, this defense knew coming into the game they were going to see some of these jet sweeps, and they were ready that time. Great job communicating before the snap. Everybody had their eyes in the right place, and they're able to tackle the receiver for a loss.
And the Sooners with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to throw. It's Mateer. Just missed on the connection. Incomplete.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. Might be calling a hot route. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Unloads to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
They make the stop on the return, but there is laundry on the field. Let's get the call. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. To the air on 1st down. Looking down the middle. Got him downfield. They finally get to him. And what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
That's an absolute strike right there. Giving me some Stetson Bennett vibes, some Aaron Murray vibes, even Matthew Stafford with the arm talent on that throw. I'll tell you, they can attack any spot of the field in the passing game because of this guy's talent.
Got the 1st down. Looking for more. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
Well, on that one, they decide to attack the left outside on the ground, and you see the speed by the ball carrier there. He's picking up a huge chunk of yards.
I can't imagine any reason they wouldn't just run that play again.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Why not just go back to the well one more time?
Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8.
When I go into every game, I want to get my running back going. I want to get the ground game going, and he has. This afternoon, over 100 yards now.
Touchdown, Dogs! Fitted in the window for the score.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 25 clash today. Tennessee is down, but they are not out of it. Not inside Neyland Stadium, one of the best home field advantages in all of college football. They're trailing by just 4 to Cincinnati. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The Sooner offense returns to the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Makes the grab. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Back to throw, it's Mateer. It's complete on the right side. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the 1st down marker was. I got to go get that 1st down. He did a nice job of it.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Power football with the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And I like the defense being aggressive. They heated up that RPO. He didn't even give him time to read it. I'm getting in the backfield right now, making a play, being aggressive, bringing the fight to the offense.
Quarterback making adjustments. They'll move the wide receiver. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Here's the pressure. Takes a hit as he fires.
You want to make a guy that's elite, that's one of the best in the business, start to become more and more human. Keep getting hits on him. Nice job by the defense, getting in his face, being physical. Make him feel your presence. Don't let him get comfortable back there in that pocket.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Got it in the middle. It's Sategna. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you have a prominent jawline and an urgent resolve. They'll go for it. He'll pull it down. There he goes. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
4th down, no problem. Call your own number. He does a great job sticking the ball in the belly of the running back, pulling that thing out, taking off and running, and knowing he had the first down. Nice job by this offense to get a fresh set of downs.
The Sooners are on the move. Gets the back moving. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. The Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Mateer. Got his man out of the backfield. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
You just can't say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs are to their success for the season, for this game, and really for this drive. Earlier, when he called his own number, it was a big gain. He does it again. He's got the knack for just understanding when to throw it, when to take off and run. You saw it right there.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
And that's just an example of the defense having a better play call than you have on offense. I like the creativity offensively, but how about the defense having their cornerback in position to make the play?
And the Sooners have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. He wants to change this route. Motion from the wide receiver. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's pushed out of bounds at the 22.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Fires into the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Well, you wonder that time if the QB was just forcing that one over to his running back. He's already made some catches in this game. The defense is aware of that, though, and that time they had outstanding coverage. There was no way that was going to be complete.
Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Oh, they're after him. Took a shot as he threw. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to find another play in the red zone. It'll be third down.
Well, man, this quarterback is fast. You saw that on his ability to scramble around, but he wasn't fast enough to outrun that hit, and it was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wide receiver going in motion. On third down, he drops to throw. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
Really nice third down sub-defense there that time. It's third and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, and now forcing the incompletion, setting up fourth.
Dead center perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Looking to throw on first down. Pocket breaking down. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. They'll immediately call timeout.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and the first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Oh, he's looking to throw. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking for space. It's Frazier. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Georgia sends out the punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Ready to get things going here in the second half as Georgia about to kick it away. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The Sooners are facing 3rd and inches. Might be changing the route. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
So in their own territory, on 4th and inches, the offense will stay on the field. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Oklahoma.
In their own territory, no problem. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you've set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back to bite you right in the hiney.
No doubt, offense wants to keep running the football to win this game, but I'm wondering if they're starting to go to the well too often. They got to start showing some new wrinkles here in the second half.
Off play action. Under fire. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
And I think this team knew going into halftime trailing, their defense was going to have to step up here in the second half. And on the very first play of the third quarter, they get a sack. That is good news for this defense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Taking it the other way. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
Well, the defense was expecting pass on that one, 3rd and long. They dial up the perfect coverage, and a great job in the back end, reading and reacting to the quarterback when the ball was in the air, coming away with a massive interception.
Wide receiver comes in motion. The offense changing the play. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Buys a little extra time. Powers through the defender. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the first down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
Wide open space. Touchdown Sooners. They take the lead with the 6. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy. He makes a big play. Yes, please.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he's not going to take the touchback. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Back has it. And some room to work. Only a short gain on that run. Defense played it well. Running game worked on first down. Let's see if they go back to it on second down. Maybe some confusion on the snap count. It's going to be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense gets set for second down. These corners going to give these receivers some space. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Well, the offense is trying to attack the middle of the field. They're looking to hit that in route, but really good coverage there by the defense.
The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on third down. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. He's going to fire deep. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a first down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on third down, low percentage throw, it falls incomplete. And all that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And this D needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
Quarterback may change this route. Back to pass on second down. Snagged in the middle. It's Thomas. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
That last completion still leaving them with a third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. It's Thomas. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. The Sooners will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Sends his first one of the day on the way. We didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on one time. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. To the air, it's Stockton. The short hands, it's Humphries. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They'll keep it on the ground. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They'll snap it from the 26 on first down. Motion from the wideout. Wants to go up top on first down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and this defense hadn't had a lot of success. This offense has been doing what it wants at will. Finally getting to the QB, finally getting some pressure, finally getting a big hit on him. That'll pay some dividends down the road.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Lets it slip right through his hands, and it'll be fourth down after the rare drop from this dude. Georgia lining up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. They'll try the right side. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. They'll move the wide receiver. Back to pass, it's Mateer. He's got him. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, only a place to be tackled immediately.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And the Sooners come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. Motion from the back. Snap to the back. Pressure coming. Grab near the marker is Stockton. They finally make the stop, but the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play.
The only way they were getting back in this game is if they did that. Great job. Huge explosive play by this offense. We need multiple scores. Got to keep the hammer down, but great job making the explosive.
That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. On the ground, it's Pringle. Breaks the tackle. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4. Georgia going up tempo.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
And how about the timing of the linebacker on the blitz to get in the backfield and get the tackle for a loss?
Is there anything better for a linebacker than to run on a blitz and nobody's home except the back?
Such a great feeling when the Moses parts the Red Sea and the hole opens up and you go fill it.
Caught close to the marker. It's Brown. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Looking for a man. It's Stockton. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
And a really great job by the defense adjusting now, because on this drive, this quarterback has found his guy a few times, and now the defense is saying, we are double covering him. You might throw it somewhere else, but that guy is not going to make the catch.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. They get it on the ground at the 33-yard line, but the interception, the turnover, has given this offense a great shot. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now, if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
Reach it, fires complete. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Incomplete. Looked as if he had his man, but just a misfire from this senior. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Quickly complete. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The Sooners decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. The Sooners will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking downfield on 1st down. Here's a heat. Blasted as he lets it go. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Touchdown Sooners. The defense putting points on the board. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
I'll tell you what, as a DB, you're lucky if you get one pick six in your entire football life. This guy had one last game. He's got one this game. Quarterbacks are going to stop throwing his way.
Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Off the play fake on first down. Shoots it to the left. He's got an open man. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
Pulls it in. It's Pringle. He gets a little bit of work done. He goes out of bounds at the 42.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
To the air, it's Stockton. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches...
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT. Finally, the defense makes a play, and, David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Now on 3rd down for this offense. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. He has the first and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And that's a nice 3rd down conversion for this offense. And I'll tell you what, the struggle for this offense has been stringing those first downs together. They're not in the top 50 in college football in first downs. They'll get one and then they kind of stall. Let's see.
Oh, he's got some space. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead. You want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking, Palmer.
They're just imposing their will, Dave, and that's something that we've seen, I think, all game. Up front, they've been the more physical team. They're the ones that's getting pushed and that's getting movement, and it's carrying over all the way here deep into the 4th quarter.
And the Sooners kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Right back to the well. Still running at the 40. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching. Keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
Here's the handoff. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. So the early contact for the defense, and they'll move it up 5 yards. Defense really hurt itself with that penalty. Now it's 2nd and 5. From the gun. Give on the inside. And they'll find their way back to the line of